What's up, everybody? It's Big Dog Trader here. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And today we're going to talk about the top 4 stocks for you to look into in 2021. Let's go. So, as the end of the year comes, there's money going out, there's money coming in. I've got some plays for you to watch out for that you are going to want to own into 2021. If you do find any value in this video, don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe. Again, you can see I got a new channel, so it does help out immensely. Um, I also want to just give a quick disclaimer that I am not a professional. I'm just here for entertainment purposes. We're going to talk about some giant stocks. The playoffs are right around the corner. The Giants are actually playing tonight, hence why I got the jersey on. So let's get right into it. And the first on the list is Alibaba. Ticker symbol BABA. Okay, so there was a recent dip here, and it was because the CEO Jack Ma is under investigation. Really his company, 2 companies, Ant Group and Alibaba, kind of being under investigation here. Now, as serious as that sounds, this is the same thing that happened to Google, and they ended up being okay. Google's actually up 13% since their incident happened, similar to this one in October. And when I'm looking into long-term plays, I'm looking for things like EPS. I'm looking at the revenue, things like that, and what they're expected to be in the upcoming months, years, most likely. So I do like to use Yahoo Finance to look up those things. They have great info on the financials. Obviously, I'm going to be using TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform here. And as far as Alibaba goes, you can see I've got some trend lines set here. The blue line is the 50-day SMA, the green one being the 200. You can see it respecting the 50 pretty good. We've got some levels set here. I am bullish above 200. You can see that there was a gap there, a gap up into the next range, and we're wedging in here into the 250 area. So probably going to respect that 200-day EMA. I'm looking to buy. If you're into this position, as I am, I'm looking to pick up a few more shares at 250, ultimately down to 264 and 246 and some change, excuse me. Let's see, I've got some information here. The estimated 2020 sales into March 2021 are at 106 billion, which is a 49% increase in e-commerce. The e-commerce industry is only up 20, not only, 20% is great, but compared to Alibaba, it's outperformed a great sector. But the e-commerce is up 20% of the year as the sector. The practices that they're doing don't seem to be hurting their competitors, so I personally, and this is all speculative of course, I do not see them getting in too much trouble. Maybe a fine here or there. I might have to change the rules up a little bit. China is expected to, their economy is expected to outperform the U.S. by 2028. So keep that in mind. With an EPS of 21 cents, 78 cents for 2021, as opposed to this year was 56 cents, they're always profiting. So, when I'm looking at plays, I'm looking for things like that. Again, Yahoo Finance has great financials information here. So, you can see, year after year, they're doing what you need a stock to do. The next one I actually want to get into here is Apple. Apple seems to be, as we would call it these days, the GOAT. Right now it's sitting at 131.97. It's got a high of 137.98. I'll be buying more at 129 if that hits. So let's see here. And when I'm looking at these charts, guys, I've got a yearly chart on my left, and then I've got a smaller time frame chart here. This is the 5-day, 15-minute. So I can kind of see what it's been doing the last week, and then of course I can see what it's been doing all year. So as far as Apple goes, nice run up. It's in a hot sector, all the way up to almost 138. A lot of buyers stepped in down here at 106. And now we're on our way back up. So it's following this trend line that I made here. It's pretty well. 200-day SMA. Looks like it's respect that as it should. A little bit about Apple. And of course, every other person has probably made videos about Apple. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a bearish or negative comment on Apple, really. Even whenever they do seem to be in any sort of heat, not only do they overcome, but buyers step in. Everybody loves them. They're breaking highs. So I'll be looking forward to picking up more. Their revenue in the last 4 years, it's been between 260 million and 275 million. They're outperforming just about everybody here. Their gross profit between 98 million and 105 million in the last 4 years. Not only are they the biggest tech company in the world, but have you heard about Project Titan? Project Titan is their high-end EV that is set to come out in 2024. And although there's not too much info about it, they're kind of keeping hush-hush on it. They are getting the ball rolling on that. Everyone's pretty excited about that. Just when you thought, it couldn't get any better with the phones, the iPads, the AirPods, everything else that they have. Now they've got EV. So excited about that. From one hot sector to another one. They seem to stay in the game pretty well. So before we move on, a quick story on that. I actually found out that Elon Musk tried to sell some of Tesla to Apple, to Tim Cook, the CEO, back in 2018, back when Tesla was kind of in the heat of things. Tim Cook just refused. So now they're competitors. So the next one I want to talk about here is JP Morgan, ticker symbol JPM. I'm owing JP Morgan, but honestly, you could pick a bank at this point. The financials have been creeping up quite a bit. Another speculative sector, and the reason why is because their earnings weren't so great. They had to stop the buybacks, and they actually took billions of dollars from earnings to save cash for early 2021 so they can invest again. At the time, they didn't know when they were going to be able to use this cash, but of course, Chairman Jay Powell came out recently and said that in early 2021, the banks will be able to buy back. So we're excited for that. If the banks are buying, I'm buying. Not necessarily their stock, but you get what I'm saying. So the CEO is awesome. Jamie Dimon, he's the ex-board of directors for the Federal Reserve Bank in New York. He's very smart and makes investors confident when you have a caliber of this sort running a business. So there's no doubt there on the CEO end. The JPM buyback that they announced shortly after Powell announced bank buybacks is set to be $30 billion in 2021. Their dividends are great. Really good to actually have in your portfolio, even just for the dividend sake. But a dividend stock, I'm not sure if people labeled them as a dividend stock. I got them for dividends. And then, of course, now with the nice build-up that they've been having. So when I say pick a bank, I mean, there are other banks that you could go with. Of course, there's Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs is great. Wells Fargo probably being the most poorly ran as far as the financial part of things goes. And of course, these are big caps that we're talking about today. I will be dropping a video soon before the end of the year on smaller cap stocks to look out for, and follow that up with a 4 or 5 stocks to avoid right now. So be on the lookout for that. The last one I want to talk about today is FSLY, ticker symbol FSLY. Now for FSLY, that might have came as a little bit more of a surprise. The other one's a little bit more common, a little bit more popular. FSLY is great. It's an edge cloud platform for processing, serving, and securing applications. And out of 250 Bazinga investors, 62% of them said that FSLY would outperform their biggest competitor, Cloudera. But those are the two biggest ones. So that's always good to hear. Bazinga investors, Benzinga investors, if you haven't heard of them, they are a very intelligent, very smart group of investors there. It fell in October from $136.50 to almost $62 after losing their biggest client, TikTok. I would like to see them get that back, but there are a ton of other names that they're going after. Again, it comes down to the biggest guys, FSLY being one of them. I'm looking forward to pick up more at about 97.49 is what I'm kind of where I have that set there. It is floating right there right now, actually. That's not a bad spot to get in. Picking up shares at around the 102, 103 mark would be great. I'll give this thing all the way down to 80 bucks. I know what it's capable of. I've been actually holding since far before I think I bought in at the first time it got over here and consolidated a little bit past 80. Maybe even in the 70s if I remember correctly. So 97.49, 80, 97, even past 100. I wouldn't mind if you're not in yet. Don't be scared. You can see what's going on here, but the nice run up and the nice run up here, I'm seeing that it's respected this trend line, and it actually came down and is making a new trend line. So as long as it respects this one and doesn't fall below, let's say around the 90 mark, I'm bullish on it. 80 would be kind of a bottom support for me. Wouldn't mind picking up shares at 80 bucks. There's a little bit about these stocks that I'm looking at. Again, I'm going to be dropping a video on smaller cap stocks. I know you guys love those, and that will be coming in soon, coming in hot. Go on ahead and enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to getting with you soon. If you found any sort of value to this video, please don't hesitate to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks, guys.
Are you ready to take control of your financial destiny? 870 Trades and Homegrown Investments can help you. We are the #1 community to learn options trading. We will train you on how to successfully trade stock options on the most popular platforms available. We will lead you in entering and exiting specific stock option positions, helping you strategize which move serves you best. Join our community of over 1,000 like-minded traders to help support and teach you 21st century technology for a 21st century approach. 870 Trades and Homegrown Investments.